Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for mid-November. It is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. Hang on one sec. All right. That's a lot of energy. So you could be feeling like things are just kind of flying all over the place right now. That's what your energy seems to be, because we're dropping cards. So let's get back to finishing the opening. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I am available for personal readings. That info is in the description box below the video or in my About section on my channel. All right, so let's get a feel for what's going on for you. We're going to get into your current energy, the near future, and then we'll see what's going on, for the next 3 to 6 months, what Spirit wants you to look at. All right, you could be dealing with a Gemini, because I just got done with their reading, and this card was in the same exact place. So we have the Page of Swords in the upright, the Fool, and then the Three of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So there's somebody around you that keeps a close eye on you. I don't know if you know this. This could be somebody at work that watches you. And again, there's someone that wants to approach you as well. And I don't think they want to... They're afraid if they do it at work, they're going to look like a fool. So whoever this is, you may be aware that this person has some kind of an attraction to you. I feel like they admire the work that you do. They seem a little bit intimidated. So if you know who I'm talking about, if you don't, that's okay. This person's going to approach you at some point. We'll see what action they're going to take. In the near future, we have the Temperance with the Two of Wands in reverse and then the Three of Wands. Okay, this person's a little bit confused. They're afraid that you may not see things the same way that they do. All right, and then we'll get more into your energy, but that was about your person. 3 to 6 months, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse with the Four of Cups and the Nine of Wands in reverse, and the overall energy is the Seven of Wands. All right, let's look at the Ace of Pentacles. Right now, things may seem to be a little bit slow. There's something that I feel like you're holding back from. Either you don't want to take a step into a new direction yet. Maybe there's a little bit of fear. For some of you, it could be that you have not gotten any opportunities and you feel kind of defeated right now. You might have a lot of people coming at you, like poking at you about what you should be doing next. I'm going to say hold tight, because your energy is starting to move, and I don't think you're meant to be in a position. For some of you, you're just not meant to move right now. This is going to be for very few of you. You're going through parts of your spiritual journey where it requires you to be still. If that resonates, you're going to know who you are. For others of you, there's something that I feel like you have fears around trying to start. Basically, what they're saying is go within and try to get past whatever that is, because the confidence is there. Like, you've been through enough. You've had people come at you from all different directions, and you know how to stand up for yourself. So whatever it is that's holding you back, I feel like Spirit's trying to say find balance, because right now things are a little bit off. Now, if this is about a love situation, or you wanting to make sure that you love whatever it is that you do, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, you may not want to go backwards in the way that you do things. So you're wanting to move forward. And as far as a work, I feel work, because it's Pentacles, not just that, but it's about wanting something that's really stable and balanced. And you may not have found that in the past. Now, if you are in a current work situation and you're looking for a new opportunity, they're saying to figure that out. In other words, take your time. Don't move too quickly, and make sure that the steps that you take are emotionally sound, because you want to make sure whatever it is that you shift into is going to be something that you really, truly love. They don't want to see you go from a situation that may be making you uncomfortable to something, that's similar to the past situation that's going to make you feel unstable emotionally. All right. That was one message. Now, let's look at this person that you have at work that I feel like is looking at you, that doesn't want to feel like an idiot if they try to approach you, but they do admire your work. So there's a sense that maybe you're a boss and they are an employee, and they're just a little smitten with you, and they don't know how to let you know. They're afraid that they're going to look like an idiot. I can't say it any other way. That's just the way that it feels. It could be also that there is too many people around that could get involved because of that situation. In other words, that there would be too much interference or they know that there would be, and that could be why they're a little afraid to approach you. All right, now in the near future, we have Temperance with the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. They're saying be patient. See how she's going back and forth? Whatever it is that you're trying to figure out right now, if there's something emotional going on with you, the watery, I feel the emotions, she's kind of going back and forth in her head about whether she wants something or not, and trying to decide which is going to be more fulfilling to her, right? And with the Two of Wands in reverse and the Three of Wands, it's like you can't quite see the future, but you're hoping for the best. So if you're waiting to see if something's going to move forward, a job situation, a relationship, it's like having hope is what I want to say. So this is good because that's a patient energy as well. Having faith, you have faith, even if you can't see the future, that you can work through this. You can be patient. You can wait while things come about. And I do know that with the Three of Wands, things are coming in for you. So you have a bit of foresight. You know that generally things work out. Maybe you've come to a place now where you just accept that you know things do, and that leaves you in an energy of being okay instead of being up in up in your feelings or up in an uproar. You know what I mean. Instead of getting your panties in a wad, you're like, okay, I can do this. Now, in the near future, they're saying you're not going to have to work as hard to accomplish the things that you want. If this is around relationships, let's say you've offered to people in the past and they couldn't see. Now it's going to be very different. So where things had been wounded, we're going to shift from work to relationships. I feel like over the next 3 to 6, it's not going to be as hard for you to balance out your relationship. Now, if somebody had come to you and was wounded or had difficulties, or you've had a lot of difficult and challenging relationship, it's going to be very different. I can't wait to see what we get when we clarify, because right now I just sense that you're just not going to have to put in the same type of effort. You could also be that you're just not willing to. Maybe you overgave in the past and you don't want to have to do that in the next relationship. You want balance. And that's good. Once you wake up to it, that's what happens. You know your worth. You don't give of yourself overly freely, and you set proper boundaries. Now let's see if this person, whoever this is, whether you know about them or not, if they're going to approach you. Okay. So we have the Hierophant in reverse. They don't have faith that you're going to feel the same way. All right, the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. So I want to pick up on their energy again. It's like they know that there could be balance, but they're just a little bit scared. I feel like they also sense that you may have feelings for them, and that this isn't like a one-sided situation. They're just a little scared. They don't have a whole lot of faith right now that you will see things the same way that they do. Let me get one more card. So what are they going to do? Three of Wands. They're willing to wait because they know that this could be a really good relationship. Maybe that's you too. Maybe you're waiting on this person to approach you because you've been attracted to them and somebody told you that that person actually likes you. Well, I think it's going to happen. So to me, this is saying this is someone you've either met recently or has come towards you recently, and I do see how it could work out and be very balanced with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. That says that one isn't giving more than the other. I like that energy. All right, the Temperance with the Two of Wands in reverse. The Ace of Swords in reverse. So you may have a little bit of cloudiness around making decisions. Again, Three of Wands has come out twice, so whatever it is, I think you have the patience to wait for it. If this is a new beginning in your work situation, or you're just hoping that things balance out in life, I think you've just gained a lot of perspective around what it's like to be in waiting. All right, now with the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands, we have, the Queen of Wands. It's because you know your worth. So especially with a person, if this person's coming into you, this is you standing up and saying, like, look, I'm very clear about what I want. I think they're very attracted to you. You come across as very attractive. You probably get a lot of attention as well, and you're not willing to sacrifice if somebody isn't going to come towards you with clarity. Yeah, this is just basically saying like, look, I know who I am, and I'm not going to play games with anyone. If they don't come in with clarity with the Ace of Swords, then I'm just not doing it. There's so much fire energy, so I feel like that's kind of the energy you've stepped into over this period of time, or that you will be. So Leo, Sag, Aries, you could have a lot of those placements in your chart and know exactly what I'm talking about. This is really putting your foot down when it comes to what you want in your future, and you're willing to wait for it. I love that. All right, and then the World is in reverse, because there's something, and I think you know this, there's some kind of area of your life where something had not quite closed out or is closing out. And that's why the energy is saying, hey, you don't have to work so hard at this. It's actually going to kind of come to you. In other words, you're going to know the next steps to take in order to close this particular type of cycle out. And it just hasn't happened quite yet. So you may be a little challenged with the passionate side of things in your relationship or something that's coming in. And they want you to realize that you don't have to put so much effort into something. Yes, you can be passionate. Yes, you can be excited and all of those things and know your worth. But sometimes we still put too much energy and effort. So it's allowing or asking you to allow yourself to open up to having somebody else give the same way that you do, so you can close that cycle out. And then the Tower is in reverse. So this big change has not quite happened yet, and that's why you're kind of in a waiting period over here. You know your worth, so you're waiting for what you value in your life, which is a really good, healthy relationship with somebody who's going to treat you the way you want to, or you're willing to wait for, if you're in a current relationship, things to balance out. But this cycle has not closed out, and there's some big changes that I think are coming that are going to make a huge difference in the way that you see your life and the way you see things that are happening, whether it be at work or within your relationship. There's a lot of you shifting. So it feels more like a very personal type of reading than it is just about the exterior things going on in your life. All right, so if you do have a partner and you want to find out what's going on there, or you have any questions about someone that's on your mind, let's go ahead and clear this and we will look into them. So the Four of Cups in reverse stayed. I like to talk about the card that when I pick those up that stays there, because I leave them in the upright position. This means you're not going to accept anything less than everything. And that's very much what the reading was saying, is that you're willing to wait. Maybe in the past you weren't. Maybe you got really excited in the beginning, or, let things slide. I just don't think you're in a place where you're going to let that happen now. All right, so your person's energy is the King of Swords. If you feel like this person's holding back, or there's something they aren't telling you, yeah. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah. This person's not stable. They don't feel like they tell the truth. I think they're immature emotionally. Things are not going very well in their life, and they definitely are not in their power. In other words, they don't really know who they are. And that could be somebody that's in their 50s. I don't care how old somebody is. If they didn't grow, they didn't grow. And this person just has a tendency to, I just heard white lies, tell lies about things that are unnecessary. You may know this clearly about this person. Now, your energy is the Magician with the Three of Wands. I think you're focused primarily on healing and maybe getting over either this or a past situation, and you just don't want to deal with another person like this. So that may be why you're looking into it. So the Ten of Swords in reverse just tells me you're not interested in repeating any cycles. You've been through enough shit, and you don't really want to repeat it. So if you're questioning whether this person has good intentions, I don't like to do sad readings, but they can't all be good. This is what I see, and this person's not someone that's going to be forthright. Now, it doesn't have to be the person we read about in the main reading. This one just doesn't have it. They're too immature. Now, the Ace of Cups says that they're going to attempt to have some kind of a new beginning with you. So if this is someone from the past, they're still in the same place they were before. I'm going to say keep your eyes open, because they may try to come in and offer you love again. But right now, you're in the midst of healing and needing to pull away from anything and anyone in order to get through that. That's why in the main reading you were in such a place of waiting for the right thing to come in for you. Let's see what the romance angels say, and then I'll get the Lover's Oracle. This is for Aquarius. Okay, so we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. I think that's about releasing anything in the past that you were dealing with, not necessarily this person. Give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. I think, listen, can be confusing with these cards at times. Give your relationship a chance with yourself before you give it to somebody else. And if you feel like this is worth working on because this person's making significant changes, that's something else. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. And then finances and career. Yeah, I just feel like you're more focused on yourself. Trust, the situation is calling for you to have faith. Have faith that the right person's going to come to you at the right time. Focusing on your finances and career is not a bad thing. You may feel that this is a past life connection, so you're balancing out possibly some karma with this person. You may see that there is hope right now. I think they're unavailable. I don't think they're really good for you because you're healing. So I'd say to just take a step back for now. And then if things start to seem to shift or we get a better outlook on this in the near future, then I'd say maybe it's worth giving it a shot. Yes, people can change, but right now this person's not in that energy. All right, let's get some advice for Aquarius really quickly. What's the advice with this? Is to keep your guard up. And then, yeah, be patient with yourself. Page of Swords. That's really a waiting. Ace of Pentacles. It could be saying there's somebody else that's trying to come towards you, because you are focused on you, and that's what I think is important. Is they're saying focus on you, be clear about what you want. If you're going back and forth, just be sure as you do that, the pros and cons, make sure that you have proper boundaries at the same time, but that you also make it clear to this person what you will and won't tolerate. At times it's very difficult for us to do that. We have a tendency to not show people who we are in the very beginning or what our expectations may be, because we're interested and we're afraid that person may reject something about us. And that's a terrible thing that a lot of us have been taught growing up, that you have to come across as a certain way or somebody's not going to like you or accept you. If they don't, that's their problem. And I know it may sting at first, but better to let it sting in the beginning than to get into a relationship with somebody and you haven't been who you are, and then you suddenly come with some expectations and they shut you down, because we teach people how to treat us, right? So if you don't come with that in the beginning, they could think that you are somebody different than you are, and then you don't get what you really want out of the relationship. All right, let's look at the Lover's Oracle. I feel like that one with the eye was really, hold on. Here, let's take this one. This one feels right. Power, you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Absolutely. And then we have, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Perfect. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. I feel like that's where you are. I really do. Your energy is so strong that you're just kind of like, I'll just wait. I'll wait. I have the patience. I'm good. We're going to get a couple of cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle. I feel like they want to pull this. So there could be some changes around your home space that are coming up. Doesn't necessarily have to be a move. It could just be some changes. And then we have Higher Power, Truth Be Told, and Chop Wood. And then Time for a Nap. A little bit of resting, maybe. All right. So yes, there could be changes around that situation. It could be people around you that are shifting home. Something about buying or selling a house. A higher power, this is where they want you to know that they appreciate the fact that you have faith in what you believe in. Hold on, let me get this message straight. It's like they're coming through with appreciation for the fact that you trust the process. Thank you. And then we have Truth Be Told. This is also about changes. You have 2 5s. So if you're seeing 5s a lot, that's going to be significant. 14 could be an important number. You could be born on the 14th of the month. There are 4s. So a lot of 4s are coming through. The 4th, the 14th of the month. And then we have 42. So we have 444. That's going to be important for a lot of you. Pay attention. When that number comes up, that means there's a message for you that's coming through. Just whatever thoughts are there in your mind, just pay attention to what you're thinking. Chop wood. I feel like this is saying that you're going to have to work pretty hard at times to get through some of the tougher shifts and changes that you're going through. It could be the spiritual ones that have seemed tough. I don't know why I want to say that, but that's what I feel with that card. So 4s and 5s are going to be significant for you in the next couple of weeks. All right, guys, I hope this helped. Thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like a personal, that information's below in the description box below the video and then in my About section. All right, guys, have an amazing mid-month. Love you lots, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.